Hi, I'm Mark.
I'm Rox.
We're LadBaby.
And this is our podcast, Live, Laugh, Love!
Yay!
Woo!
Come on,
And
Rox.
dance it out.
She's doing the dance.
Summer's over, guys. Well, still warm out, but everybody's here. Welcome. It's September. Woo, woo!
Lots of energy today from Rox.
I'm so excited. It's comfy season. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! I'm feeling it. I've got the vibes today. Come on, Mark, dance along.
Okay.
LadBaby.
What is the dance?
It's a sidestep click.
Okay.
Sidestep click. Sidestep. Hello, you wonderful human.
Hello, everyone. We are back for episode 13 of season 2.
Unlucky for some.
Not unlucky for me. My lucky number 13.
Yeah. What even is that? Lucky number 13?
Yeah,
Said
love
no
it.
one ever. I'm all about the 7. 7 is my lucky number.
Well, thank you for all joining us for episode 13 of season 2 of the podcast. If you are new here, you've got all your favourite features coming up for everyone else. Dilemma, Date Night Diaries, Confessions of a Lifetime, Living with a Southerner, and Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
I think I would rather.
I actually think I would today.
Rather.
If you would like to email the podcast, it is ladbabypodcast@gmail.com.
Wow.
Went for it.
We went for
Went
it.
fully in there.
If you're listening while you're working out or at work or walking your dog or, I don't know, eating your lunch, welcome in your ears.
I've had a lot of emails in generally, so thank you very much. But a lot of people seem to listen to us in the gym.
Love that. I mean,
It seems to
don't
be
know if I
gym and housework is when
Fine.
most people seem to listen to us.
yeah.
They'll pop them in, they're doing their housework, they're doing their chores,
Yeah.
or they're in the gym. Or we met a couple recently that said they listen in their car, but they have to turn it down at certain sections because their children are in the car.
Yeah, this is probably not the one for children, right?
Well,
I suppose.
we don't swear.
No, we don't swear.
There's no swearing.
We are age appropriate in that way, but I would say some of the confessions.
Some of the stories
They're
are
a bit blue.
a little bit close to the knuckle, but they are fun. Thank you to everyone. Lots of people have been giving us reviews recently.
Ah,
Thank you very much. I do see them all. The 5-star reviews are the ones I love, as you know. I have a 5-star review in. If you would like to, potentially get your chance to have your review read out, leave a 5-star review. This is one that got left. Dear Mark and Rox, just to write a wonderful review of your podcast to say your videos and yourself as a mum and dad and of people online is just amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I've been following you for a very long time on Facebook and for the last 30 months as a turbo follower on Facebook.
Hey, turbos.
Your podcast is out of this world and makes my wife laugh every single Thursday. We've watched your podcast from day one and has got me through some tough times, so thank you very much. And just to say you are both amazing parents to your children. My wife has been nagging at me to review your podcast since day one.
Well, there you go. What a
So,
woman.
I finally have. Thank you for sharing your life with us. Hold on, this is from Lee and Sue Wright of Lancashire.
Big up Lee. Big up Sue, right?
Big up
legends.
Lee and Sue.
If you don't know as well, Turbo, because people might not know what Turbo Zone is. Like, we have a subscription on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't advertise it because, you kind of, people find it. We started it years ago. Like, I'm talking, how many years ago?
We've been doing it about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, so it's just extra content for anyone that wants it. We do lives on there. We play games. We do drinking. We do some really good
It's
stuff.
basically, if you like watching us on socials already, we do like extra stuff on Facebook and YouTube. It's just like a paid subscription thing.
Yeah.
I think it's $3.99.
I mean,
or $3.49.
It's been so long, I don't actually know.
No, it's it's like less than £4.
Yeah.
And we do lives every Wednesday, talking like we have a few.
We do it
sometimes
the
have
night
some
when
drinks.
the kids go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's a good community. So if you like that sort of thing, then come and join us because it's quite fun. We're a bit of a family out behind.
So there you go. Thank you very much for the review. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Rox, I wanted to talk to you today. Back to school.
Back to school. This will split people, I think.
Kids have gone back this week.
I feel like it's this mixture of emotions.
Oh, is
because
it?
I always feel like, oh, my babies. And then I'm like, bye-bye. Give me
See
a
ya.
break. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
after the 6 weeks holidays, I don't know. I just feel like my kids are like, I'm bored. What are we doing today? What can you entertain us? What are we eating?
What we doing? What we doing?
And,
Can I have a snack?
and
What
I'm
we doing? I'm bored. Yeah.
I need you to go back to school. And then I'm like, the day one they go, I miss my babies.
Yeah, no,
I do. Like
I agree.
I get like that.
I think the last week of summer holidays, you're crawling to that end
you
point
are
with a
crawling
parent.
there.
But then the minute you wake up and they're all upset because it isn't summer and they have to go back to, maths, English, science.
No.
Ugh.
I mean, I would dread it.
Honestly, I said to Rox last week, I'm so glad I don't have to go to school anymore. I feel the dread for them.
No, I get it. I feel the dread. And
And
that's
I'm
why you can never have a go at kids, me
No,
and you, because we're like, I get it. And I can't go. But your school's really good fun. Back in the day, mummy's school was not.
I try to be really positive.
Yeah.
I try really hard. Like, come on, you got all your friends there.
Yeah, you got drunk, you got fun stuff.
You got your after-school clubs that you love.
Yeah.
I'm struggling, but you love it. It's really good. I try and be positive, but secretly, I'm with them.
Yeah.
I feel the tears. Honestly,
I'm,
Rox,
I'm so grateful for the teachers and the childcare. I'll be honest.
if you woke me up
yeah.
any day
And when you got to go to school,
and went, you've got to go to school this week, I think I would cry.
I would for sure cry.
I had to go and do an hour's English, an hour's science, an hour's maths, an hour's French.
School dinners
whatever.
though.
School dinner's the one. Like, it'd be worth it for just the dessert.
It's hard being a kid. It's very childish. It can be very hard. You go through emotions, don't you? And even as an adult, when they go back to school, I don't know if anyone's listening. Their kids might be older now. They might be a bit older. Like I reckon we'll miss the days because now I'm like, oh, I've got a school run. Oh, I've got to do maths. Oh, I've got to do homework again. I've got to do the school run. I've got to do the ironing and that.
Honestly,
and I think
I met a woman the other day. And she came up to me. She went, "Oh, I recognise you from the playground." I met her like out and about. And she said, "Oh, your children are little, aren't they?" And I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, 8 and 6." She was like, "No, one of mine's at uni and the other one's in year 9." And I was like, "Oh, what's it like?" "Oh, the homework. Enjoy it while they're young."
Oh,
and I'm thinking, it's hard now, right? What am I going to do when they're in year 9 and at uni?
I mean, you ain't no fractions and decimal points, are we?
I ain't ready for that. And she's acting like now is the easy bit. And I'm like, now's the hard bit, love.
Like, it's a hexagon, it's a dodecahedron, it's a...
Yeah, whatever that was. So
10-sided shape.
So
come on.
That's an octagon. That's
no,
8.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. This is why I'm not good at homework.
This is why you're good at videos.
Oh, God. So sending love to any of the parents out there. But I think me and you, Rox, I like to think that we bring the childhood to home for the kids. We're quite like childish, me and you as adults.
We're very childish.
Everyone always says to us, you're quite childish.
We don't act very adult, I don't think. I always feel like it's not that I feel young in my head. I just think me and you are always up for a laugh. Like we're quite like we don't take ourselves too seriously. There are a lot of people that we meet that are very serious.
I think a lot of people become parents.
I mean, you're more childish than me.
I think a lot of people become parents and then become boring.
Yeah, they do. They get like...
And I see parenthood as an opportunity to be fun again.
Yeah.
Because then I can do all these things like, I said this before, doing things as an adult is weird, but like me going on a trampoline with kids is awesome.
But you can be very childish. Like when people say something to you, like sometimes you embarrass me a bit.
Yeah.
Because you find like the words like poo and wee funny. And like you do. And that... Perfect example, the passage. When we were in that car park and that man went to you, you can have right to that he was talking about you got access to this passage.
Right.
You just cried.
Right.
You laughed and I was like, oh, so embarrassing.
We was queuing to get into a car park in Nottingham and the ticket machine was broken. You have to drive up, you have to take a ticket so the barrier opens. The barrier was broken and there was a bloke there, high vis, he was fixing it and I pulled up and he said, "Oh, sorry, mate, it's not working. You got free passage today."
I mean, that's not funny. He's just said
that is
you
funny.
can go down his passage.
So, my point exactly. I leaned as far out of the window as I could as a driver.
This is the moment where you take the childish nature too far.
Yeah, I leaned as far out of the window as I could, even though, I'm driving, I've got a seatbelt on. But so I'm as close to him as possible. And I say in the quietest voice, but just so he hears, I love a free passage.
Inappropriate. You know it's going to wind me up. I cringed beyond all cringed. He cringed, didn't I? I don't know if he got your joke or if he thought you were trying to come onto his passage.
He cringed, Rox cringed. I laughed at my own joke. I nearly stalled the car. It was a great moment for everyone involved. I mean, me. And I do
He
love
laughed. I'm not even joking. He laughed for about 20 minutes.
Oh, it was so good.
He said I could have access to his passage.
Yeah.
No. He's a stranger. He doesn't know you, and you're saying you're going to access his passage.
The other one I like to do is when we're in really busy scenarios, like supermarkets, shopping centres, right? And it's like really busy, Christmas busy.
Yeah.
Rox will be like, a little bit away from me, but so I can still shout her. I'll shout at the top of my lungs. I'm a 6'8" man. I got a big shout. Right, I'll go, Rox! Rox! Right, so everyone's now looking. Everyone turns around, and then I just give her the middle finger and walk off.
Yeah, just flip me a middle finger. And people are looking like, I can't believe
offended.
How rude he is to her. He treats her terrible.
Yeah.
Like, people judge Mark so much, like he's awful to me.
But no, but
I'm crying inside because I'm like, one, I'm embarrassed. Two, I think it's actually quite funny that you've just like.
And I also do it so quick and walk away, so she can't even do it back. So I do it and then I walk away. And then I'm laughing.
But he doesn't. No, you don't laugh until you turn.
No,
everyone's seen you be really serious.
Totally dead straight faced.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
I give her the middle finger, like evil look.
And I have to go, you're so funny. And I say it extra loud so that people know he's not like just an absolute.
So if you're ever
pillar.
in Nottingham and you see me give Rox a middle finger in a public place, no, it's a joke.
No, it's a joke, please, because then I don't have to keep going. It's so funny. Because it can be a scenario for me.
Oh my God, the best one. Oh my God, what? I've thought of the best one.
What?
And you've got to give me credit. I didn't laugh at this time. Me and Rox was having this. I'm not going to tell you where, but me and Rox recently had to have a conversation with the security team. Right? Do you know what I'm going to say?
No. Well, we've had a few. No, go on.
We had to go somewhere recently, and if you're going somewhere like this, me and Rox sometimes have to have a security briefing with the team, and for precautionary reasons.
Sometimes the security now, like it can be quite overwhelming.
Yeah, we go places where we do meet and greets, we meet a lot of people, things like this, and so we have to have meetings with security teams, especially if the children might come.
Yeah,
we need to make sure they're safe, and it's precaution.
It's crazy, but that's life.
It's crazy. Like what is our life that we have to have security conversations? But it's fine. It's great. So we was in one of these scenarios. Me and Rox was there with the security team, and we were talking about worst case scenarios. What if something happens? What if this happens? Right? And I was like,
oh my God, I know what you're going to say.
What if this happens? And the person we was talking to, head of security, he went, don't worry about that. We've got all that covered. And I was like, yeah, I know, but
deadpan.
Like
deadpan.
totally, like we've got all that covered.
Security man.
I'm the head of security of this operation. We've got all that covered, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I know you're saying you have, but like, how many people have you got on hand? We've got enough people on hand. I'm like, yeah, but how many? He's like, don't worry, everyone on within my team on the property today has had severe penetration testing. They have had severe penetration testing.
I died.
Honestly.
I died. No lie.
This was not a point to laugh.
Mark. Yeah, but you side-eyed me like.
All I did was
you took a deep breath, side-eyed, and I was like, I can't go.
What?
I thought you were going to go over me, but I went. I was like.
Rox was like laughing behind her teeth, going, "Oh, that's great to know." Like,
genuinely doing that.
I'll be honest, I was so shocked at the nature of which he had said penetration testing.
The way he said severe.
Severe penetration testing.
It's like them poor security team.
Right? He said it with such a deadpan, and it was such a moment not to laugh, I couldn't laugh. So I just went, I took a big deep breath, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say, because whatever I say is going to be a rude innuendo. So I just looked at Rox. Roxy's laughing behind her teeth. And I just turned into a bit of a mute and just went, nodded. Cool.
It was the first time I've never heard you come back to it. And I was like, right, okay, John. Genuine. Me and you were like flabbergasted.
Honestly.
We should have just taken it for what it was.
You know what? I didn't investigate any further. I didn't even ask what penetration testing is. Worse still.
The well-being for the people were okay. They seemed happy.
Worse still, it still didn't really alleviate my concerns of security because it hadn't answered my question. All it had done was scramble my brain because he's told me they've all been severely tested. Like,
I'm genuinely concerned for them.
What is penetration testing? What is that? I still don't know.
I think it's like testing the areas, like the access and exit points.
The thing
I
is,
just think he was a bit sort of well-to-do and kind of. He was a bit. I don't know. I don't even know why you'd even use that.
Look, it's fine.
A savage one as well.
Everything went okay, but the problem was then I couldn't deal with head of security because every time I looked at him, all I thought was
penetration testing.
Severe penetration testing. And if you were a security guard...
Don't ever use that combination, all right?
If you're head of security somewhere and you can tell me what penetration testing is, it would really be helpful.
I've just got this like vision of lots of security guards running into exit doors and sort of testing the fences and gates. This is, in my brain, that's how I coped with it.
The thing is, I thought, shall I Google it? And I thought, that isn't something you can Google.
Never.
Penetration testing, right?
Never.
That is not a history search I need.
I don't feel like penetration should ever be Googled.
I don't think there's a term.
It's not PG, love.
There's not a way you can put penetration next to something and search it, okay? So...
No, there's not. There is literally not.
So, yeah, if you're security, let us know. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. I want to know what penetration testing is.
I don't. I'm all right. I've dealt with it once.
It's got to be to penetrate an area, hasn't it?
Yeah. No, it's not penetrating anything.
It's penetrating an area.
Testing the area.
For penetration.
I got from his debrief. And that's the way it's going to remain in my brain. If you've got any childish words that set you off, please do.
You don't really do a lot of...
penetration testing?
Well,
no.
You don't really have anything that like triggers you in a childish way as much as me. I think I'm definitely
that set me right off.
That set you off.
That was
beyond. But it takes a lot to set you off.
Yeah.
You normally cringe when I laugh at things. I am
more adult than you.
Yeah.
I have become... I feel like blokes in general, though, find like...
Do you remember the vase in Selfridges?
What? Oh, no. What?
Do you remember that vase I saw in Selfridges?
What vase?
This was going back about a year ago. It was around Christmas time. And you know, like at Christmas, you like to go to Selfridges, you go and look at all the shops.
Yeah, I like that.
Rox likes the Christmas decorations. Oh, go to the kids' Selfridges. Oh, lovely. Look at the trees. Oh, lovely. Let's get a ball. Got to get a ball. Right. So you do it every year. We have to walk around Selfridges. It's like a little tradition of Rox's to walk around and get a ball and I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, lovely tradition.
We was walking round the lower floor, the lower area of Selfridges, and they had like all like fancy vases and like, you know, home decor like crap, right? And there was all these vases and Rox was like, oh, I love that vase. Look at it, right? Look at it. And it was one with all like lipstick marks on.
Yeah.
Like all lipstick kisses.
Yeah.
So all lipstick kisses.
It's so nice.
Oh, I love that vase. And then there's another one with like hands holding lipsticks.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Your impression of me is...
Oh, Emmy, look at that. That's lovely, that. Imagine that in our kitchen. Oh, could you imagine it? I'd love that. Get some flowers.
Yeah, that's my hint. Get it for Christmas.
Yeah, the vase is a fortune. We're in Selfridges. You're not getting a vase from Selfridges.
Saletti, it was called.
What?
I remember now. Saletti. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Salette, if you're ringing, send her a
Oh,
vase.
they're not going to.
Come
on.
So we're in this section. Anyway, one of these vases, it was quite a quiet space when Rox was having a little, oh.
You're so, like, when you get bored or you try and divert me from buying nice
I try and
things,
embarrass
you
you.
always embarrass me.
Yeah, because it takes you away from the scenario.
It works. It does work.
There was a large vase that had, how can I put it? What looked like a lady's bottom.
Yeah.
A naked lady's bottom.
Lovely.
With a playing card between her cheeks.
Oh, my God.
Right? It had a playing card between the cheeks.
I remember.
And the playing card number was a number 2.
On purpose. I think that was like the gag, right?
Yeah, she had a number 2 card between the cheeks of her bottom on this glass vase. And I loudly went, oh, look, Rox, I love this one. 2 up the bum. No, I'm done. She had a 2 up the bum.
The worst scenario of my life.
She had a 2 up the bum.
Yeah, so just she's gone for a number 2. Not
2 up the
bum. No.
2 up the bum. No, I'm done. That's what she had. A number 2 card up the bum.
Old school childish boy. That's such a lad. That's like from the 90s.
2 up the bum. No, I'm done.
No.
That's what she had. That's what the vase meant.
Yeah, but you shouted it in the middle of the posh section of Selfridges.
Oh, I've never seen Rox.
I'd run away.
Rox ran.
Actually run.
She grabbed, like...
Because it was so embarrassing.
If
I mean, it was an ugly vase.
She grabbed the children's hands and ran like there was a serious incident. She ran from it. She was like, come on, children. And ran away.
Yeah, because who shouts that?
And I was laughing my head off.
I mean, I liked the lip one. But the bum one was a bit much for me. But you're like, hey, 2 up the bum, no, I'm done. What are you?
12.
You are 12. Yeah, you're
12.
the in-betweeners. That you're Jay from the in-betweeners.
I wouldn't say I'm Jay. No, I'm more
you're
Simon.
Kind of like Caravan Club. Oi, oi.
No, I'm not.
You're not anymore, but you used to be.
I used to be more Jay, I think. So when I was at school, I was Simon.
Yeah. With Carly, crying over Carly.
Crying over one girl. So I was Simon at school. I had the same haircut, the same quiff.
We're talking about the in-betweeners, if you...
Yeah, everyone knows the in-betweeners. Come on. I was like Simon at school. And then as I got a little bit into early 20s, I was a bit more Jay. Now, am I more Neil now?
I think, no, you're the
in-betweener now.
Bus boy.
I'm what, the briefcase now?
Your briefcase, what's his name?
Will. I'm more Will now.
You're Will.
I'm Will.
Stand at a bus stop.
No, I'm still Simon. No, I'm Simon.
Yeah, you are Simon.
I'm Simon.
You are Simon. And you dance like him too.
So there you go. That's how I entertain myself.
No one get that vase because
if you have that vase, please send me a photo of it.
No, don't. I don't want to be reminded.
Go on the
moment.
Selfridges website. What was the name of the brand? Sellotape or something?
I think it's like Saletti or something.
Right. Sellotape. Go on Sellotape. You'll see the vase. You'll know the one I mean if they still sell it, and you can have a good laugh to yourself.
Yeah. I wouldn't. It's very childish.
If you are childish or you have a partner that's childish, let us know at ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. I want to know your most childish stories.
I want to know the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in public via your partner.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, public disasters.
I mean, we kind of just have, but I feel like there's more.
Yeah, there's got to be. People have got, like, when you say something in an environment, no one laughs and no one knows if you're being serious or not.
You being sick against them double-decker bus doors once was an embarrassing.
I mean, how did we get from a vase with a card up its bum to me being sick up a double-decker bus?
Well,
how did you?
I was thinking about moments you've embarrassed me.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything awkward. Yeah, I just do it with sick.
You didn't say anything awkward.
I was in my 20s. I get travel sick and I'd had a lot of wine. What can I do? I didn't have a bag on me. Those were the days, 20s, living young and free, my friends. Now I can't get a bus with wine. You can't drink on a bus anymore.
You can in Nottingham. You're thinking of London rules.
No, in London, you probably get away with it more.
No.
You won't get away with it in Nottingham.
Everyone's drinking.
Don't get off with that wine. That's what they'd be there.
Nah, everyone on the bus is drinking in Nottingham.
You got to.
Let us know your stories. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. Roxy, you got a dilemma?
I got a dilemma.
Come on in.
Do you have a dilemma? Do you need some help in life? Dial A dilemma.
Hey.
Hi, Mark and Rox.
Hello.
It was my 21st birthday recently, and some good friends round my flat for I had some good friends round my flat for a takeaway and a few drinks.
21.
I don't even remember my 21st. It was that good.
I think I went to a football game.
Did you?
It was either my 18th or my 21st when I went to Forest Birmingham. I'm sure I did.
I think was in Greece, or I went away with my friends. Maybe Tenerife.
Oh, the other half live.
Go on.
Come on, away from your crappy
It started
weekend.
fairly normal, laughing and joking, with the evening beginning taking full swing.
That's how it always starts.
21 young and still having fun.
Starts normal, starts calm.
Several drinks later.
Boom, I'm here for it.
And a couple of drinking games. We were on our 4th bottle of red wine at this point.
4th?
God, you're a posh 21. Was you drinking red wine at 21?
I still don't drink red wine.
Fair play. I needed a corkscrew, but I didn't own one. I mean,
we've been there.
Been there, done that. We tried everything to open the bottle, but it wouldn't open till one friend opened the bottle with scissors. But half the bottle went all over the kitchen wall, which is magnolia.
Oh, red wine on a magnolia
right
wall.
Up the wall. We've all been there. Well, I have. And the stains.
Hold on, it could be worse. It could be like the carpet.
Could be poo.
Why have you gone straight to poo?
There's always someone pooing somewhere in this world. And the stains were very visible. I mean, a magnolia wall with red wine. I get that.
Okay.
I have just had an operation on my knee, so can't paint the wall myself.
Right.
Should I do it when I am recovered, or get the mate who opened the exploding bottle of wine to paint it, despite him scrubbing sick from the carpet where I had been sick later that night?
Oh, he's done his duty, surely.
Come on. No.
So what's the dilemma? What is she painting it?
The dilemma is, they just don't know whether to get the person who opened the bottle of wine. Well, no, I'm going to go right in here. He was opening, or she was opening, that bottle of wine for you all.
They were trying to help
if
you.
Anything,
this was your...
They made you have a good birthday.
Yeah.
What I would do is wait to just look at it and remember the good times.
Rox wouldn't paint it. She'd just have it.
I might outline it and make it into a bit of art. Or like do something with it.
I don't know if that'll work.
No. You don't need to do it immediately. I mean, unless it smells. But I personally would just keep it on there until you can actually, get up yourself and do it. I wouldn't make your friend do it. They've had to clear up your sick and open a bottle of wine, which you didn't have a wine opener for.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's going too far.
Sure.
I think you need to paint it.
I'm trying to think if there's another...
The only other thing...
Because I agree with you. I think it's your, it's your house. You was asking them to open the bottle for you.
Yeah.
This is all... They were doing you a favour. They could have said no, and then you wouldn't even had any red wine.
Exactly.
So they've tried to do you a favour, but I get that she's hurt her knee. Well, so, did she say knee?
Did I just make had an operation on the knee. Personally, get yourself one of them paint spray guns.
What, a knees up?
Here we go.
He's here all week. A high five.
High five. That's a great joke. See, that's a joke that I could take.
Yeah.
That's the level.
Okay.
Fine.
Knees up. Right.
I'd get a spray gun, sit on a chair, you could do it yourself.
I don't think that'd be wise. I certainly wouldn't give you a spray gun.
Why?
On a chair. I wouldn't give you one standing up. I see how you use that.
If you really got it that bad where you can't sit and look at a wall.
Rox, you can't use hairspray. Never mind a paint spray.
How dare you?
You get it all over your ears and you get it all over your face and you get it over my face and my head.
It's not my fault it comes out like an absolute Arctic blast, does it?
Yes, it is. No. Hold it closer.
Otherwise it looks wet.
Point it in the right direction. You just spray it up and walk into it. Oh, and you walk into it.
Like a misting.
No, but that's not a thing.
It is a thing.
It's not.
40 years I've been doing beauty and health. Honestly.
40? You was doing it at 2, was you?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not 42. I'm 40. But I was doing it out the womb.
Oh, here we go. I wouldn't give Rox a spray gun, and I wouldn't recommend you use a spray gun.
Just let it go. If you've let it go until you're recovered.
So you would just leave the stain until it's recovered?
Yeah, or get one of them rollers on a long stick, and then you could do it from the sofa. Or get your mum. Is there anyone else who can come round?
Family member, yeah, mum, dad.
Favour, John. Or get a decorator in. Although you might not have the money, 21.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another scenario.
You could get your friends round again and have a knee operation party and then be like, oh, can someone paint that wall?
So here's like kind of along the similar lines. Something that one of my mates once did when he moved into a house. He said, come round and I'll buy you a crate of beer if you paint one of the rooms.
Like that.
Right?
Or a takeaway.
So basically he had like 3 upstairs bedrooms and then he had like a living room.
Yeah.
4 of us went round. We all took a bedroom each. There was a crate in every room.
Love that.
He put on some music, was all shouting between rooms. We painted a room each.
For a crate of beer?
Yeah, because we was all drinking whilst painting. So don't get me wrong.
And then you all came together at the end?
Yeah.
Love that.
So we've spent the day, we've all been painting together, all sort of shouting between rooms, listening to music. We're all drinking beer. Quality of the job goes down as the day goes on.
You can't be,
But you are getting it done for free.
Exactly.
So maybe I think payment via more alcohol to get your friend back to paint it would be good.
Love that.
Go, hey, you know where we spit on the wall? You know I've had a knee op. How about I buy you
more wine
and a bottle opener
joke,
in exchange for you painting that one wall? Yeah?
I'm in.
Yeah?
Although I'd need 2 bottles.
2, well, they drank 4. I don't know how many was at the party. So I'll buy you a crate of wine.
Fine.
We have another party. We have a paint party.
Love that.
Everyone comes round, paint the wall.
Yeah.
It's a paint party.
You're helping out a friend.
Yeah.
You need.
You're having another party.
Yeah.
More
right,
drinks.
There's your solution.
Yeah, there you go. Mate, we smashed that today.
Smashed
that was a great dilemma.
I know. It always is when it involves wine.
If you have got a dilemma that you want me and Rox to help with, we genuinely did help this week.
Yeah.
Let us know. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your date night diaries. Bam, bam, bam. I've got a good one.
Ooh.
This has got some twists and turns.
Oh.
Hi, Mark and Rox. You're both just so amazing. I'm dyslexic too, and I have always been put down for it.
Oh.
But listening to you and Rox's story is so inspirational and makes me believe that I really can do anything and my dyslexia won't stop me.
Don't let anyone put you down. Don't let
Dyslexia
anyone.
Isn't something that should stop you.
It's a gift.
There you go. Please keep me anonymous, as I really don't come out of this story very well.
Legend. Already a legend.
Already. That's
Come
why
on then.
Right.
Break it down.
I was in a relationship with a boy called Lee.
Oh.
What? Why are you giving it to Lee? I was in a
excited.
relationship with a boy called Lee, and we was heading to his surprise birthday party that I had helped arrange.
Oh, nice.
She's helped arrange the party for her boyfriend Lee. Surprise. We had not been together very long, and I was yet to meet any of his friends.
Oh.
However, tonight I was going to be meeting all of them for the very first time at the party. She hasn't met all the mates.
Oh.
She's dating Lee. She hasn't met the mates. The party's arranged.
This is going somewhere. I'm excited.
Where do you think it's going, Rox?
She's either slept with one of the mates or some sort of relation, or I don't know.
Oh! So we arrived at the party and everyone was already there, ready for a good night. I finally got the opportunity to meet all of his friends, including his best friend, Billy, who was the first of his friends to introduce himself and was really very nice.
Oh.
Best mate, Billy. Lee, best mate Billy at the party. Great
Billy,
times.
no mates, right? Come on.
No, Billy had mates.
Billy had mates.
Right. All night, me and Billy were talking and getting on really well. He kept coming over, asking me to dance and getting me drinks. So this is the best mate.
Billy.
Best mate Billy.
Billy's gone in.
Billy's gone in. He's trying to make friends with his best mate's new girlfriend. He's buying her. He's getting her drinks.
Is this what the younger generation are calling a red flag?
He's getting her drinks. They're getting her having drinks. One thing led to another.
Oh, Billy.
Me and Billy end up together in the toilets.
What? I mean,
and the toilet straight away.
She's gone straight in.
At her boyfriend's birthday party.
Oh, she couldn't have cared that much.
There's
a surprise for you.
I ended up with Billy in the toilets having some sexy time.
Oh my God, she's done one off with Billy.
at Lee's birthday. That's the dirtiest
That's dog.
trick,
That's
innit?
dog.
That's a dirty dog. The next day, I felt terrible. So I told Lee all about it.
What?
She's confessed to Lee.
Mate, you obviously don't love Lee.
He was clearly very upset, but was happy that I'd been honest with him about it.
Right.
Lee's took this remarkably well.
He's a lot more adult than anyone else.
I'm delighted to say that after 6 years together,
Wow.
me and Billy are engaged.
Oh, Billy boy. He went in.
And we have a beautiful baby. Not only that, but my original boyfriend, Lee, is now Billy's best man at our wedding.
Oh, God. This is a triangle I didn't see coming, I'll be honest.
That's it. Other than to say, I listened to you a lot when I was pregnant, and now my baby will only soothe when I put on your podcast.
Oh.
So I've got those.
You're right. It took me on a journey.
Yeah.
I was high, I was low with it. You're right. You don't come out well on that one. But
She had a little moment with Billy, but that turned into a 6-year relationship.
this is the thing, though. Sometimes people are in love, like when you're a bit younger or whatever, and you go, like, say if you go somewhere and you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, the actual love of my life is there.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
In the toilets. At my best friend's
I met you,
birthday.
you're the love of my life. I was like, oh my God, I
that
actually
wasn't-
didn't know what love was until I met you.
That wasn't at your boyfriend's birthday party.
No, it wasn't,
And I
but-
wasn't his best friend. Like, this is mad. But I mean, I'm saying this now. I'm not going to say your name, but you and Billy need to prepare yourself for Lee's best man speech. That is going to go down in history.
Yeah, I want to hear
Lee
that.
needs to finally reap his revenge.
That's a 2 up the bum, no I'm done sort of job, isn't it?
Oh, honestly. Lee needs to not hold back. Lee needs to Google right now savage best friend
That's
man
no
speeches.
like the cakes in tears. This is going to be savage.
Yeah.
Savage.
Savage.
Savageage.
Yeah.
Honestly. Billy, no mates. Mate,
That's how
bet
he would be.
He didn't have no mates for a while.
I bet he didn't. I bet Lee wasn't his
he
mate.
committed though.
I mean, he cut too much.
Fair play to you. But yeah, I mean, they weren't married or anything, so I suppose it's a different vibe.
They were new in a relationship, apparently, but, you know, are you best friends?
That is surprise party.
Surprise birthday. But you've helped surprise.
You're right. Prepare for a surprise at your wedding because...
I'm trying to think what Lee's going to be saying at that speech. Lee has got to be. There's got to be some toilet-related jokes.
He has a right, to be fair.
Lee has got a right to go in hard, like Billy did. Okay?
Yeah.
Billy went in hard, and now Lee has to go in
And
hard.
that is where we end that segment because this is where it goes a bit far.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. I'd say Billy went a bit too far. Lee didn't know if he was coming or going. So I want some toilet-related... Can you send us the best man speech? I don't know when your wedding is, Billy and the wonderful lady. We won't share it. I will share it. I won't share it. I need to know what Lee is going to say in that best man speech.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't you?
I agree, yeah. It's going to be a ripper.
That is going to be brutal. There we go.
Yeah.
Are you ready for confessions?
I'm ready. I don't know if I can take much more.
This is Confessions of a Housekeeper. It's not a lifetime. It's a housekeeper today.
Back.
We've got a housekeeper.
Oh, it's
Like
old school.
Like to mix
Keeping
it
it
up.
retro.
Like to mix it up. Housekeepers. Hello, Mark and Rox from all the way down under in Australia.
Oh, mate.
Down under.
I love Aussies.
Love
I
it.
wish we could go. It's
Love
just
a
so
little koala and a kangaroo, little wallaby.
I mean, they've probably got more than that.
Walter
right?
kangaroo at the beach, go surfing, little wallaby. That's all my words. Wallaby.
I apologise to the whole of Australia for my husband.
Crocodile Dundee.
Stop! You're not even saying it right.
What? How'd you say
Crocodile Dundee.
it? Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile
Tell like
Dundee.
Forrest Gump.
Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
Please keep my name anonymous as I'm still running my cleaning business and have clients that I've recommended to listen to your podcast. And now they listen frequently, as do I.
Okay.
So we're going to keep your name anonymous. You know, it's a good one, though.
I do. Especially when it's a cleaner.
I'm a huge fan, and you make my days cleaning so much more enjoyable.
Oh.
And clients have often caught me on occasion laughing out loud to your podcast. This incident still haunts me, and I'm unsure how to write this as I am so embarrassed.
Oh, no.
And I've not been back since. That's bad.
That is bad.
Doesn't even know how to put it into words. Over 2 months ago,
what is it?
I was cleaning a client's house that I'd been cleaning for over a year.
Right.
As part of my routine, I have to wipe down all the benches and bookcases, which I'd done multiple times without breaking a single item.
Oh, done.
Well.
Oh, no.
This time was different. Very, very different. What could you have broke, Rox? What do you think?
A vase or a...
As I was cleaning the sideboard in the lounge, I accidentally bumped a lamp and a few other items. In my rush and panic to grab the lamp before it hits the floor and break,
You make it worse.
I forgot to catch the most valuable item.
What?
I knew as soon as I heard the shattered noise what had happened, and I was petrified to turn around and look.
I'm getting that bauble. Like, you remember when I dropped that bauble?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
I'd cleaned this bench multiple times and knew what had fallen instantly.
Oh, no. What is it?
The urn holding my client's deceased husband.
Oh! No! God, that's not a laughable matter.
My heart sank.
Oh,
I was petrified.
God.
That's
such an unfortunate incident.
So many thoughts went through my head. How do I explain it to my client?
How do you piece that one together?
And worse, how do I even clean it up?
Please don't tell me you hoovered it.
My heart sunk. I was petrified. So many thoughts went through my head.
That's pure terror.
How do I explain this? How am I going to clean it up? As I turned around, I was slightly relieved that it was not a total disaster, and that the ashes were encased within a plastic bag inside the urn, and therefore had not gone everywhere.
Oh.
However, the glass had broken some of the bag, and there was a small amount of the husband's ashes across the floor.
Okay. Oh, it's not a total tragedy.
I put on my gloves, cleaned up the glass, and did my best to place the remaining ashes of her husband into the container I found.
Oh my God.
I used a dustpan and brush to clean up the remaining amount.
I mean, yeah, what do you use? You can't use your Dyson or a Shark, can you? Sorry, yeah, your husband's in the Dyson, love.
I rang my client.
Mopped up your...
I rang my client in a panic and offered to replace the urn. And I had placed the ashes in a container on the bench.
Oh, bless her.
The client, as imagined, was upset, and I have not been back since, but have given her some money to replace the urn. I threw out my dustpan and brush as I didn't want my client's deceased husband within my cleaning supplies. But I still have not been able to tell her that I did have to use her vacuum to clean up some of the remains, and that maybe some of the particles of her husband are in her house vacuum. I feel terrible about this day. I made a rule that I do not clean any benches that have urns on.
Fair enough.
I hope you find this funny. Thank you both again. So good.
Why is it always tragedies that happen with urns?
It's so good.
It's not. It's
because
not
you panic
as bad
around them.
as the person that drank the ashes.
No.
Not as bad as going cheers and drinking it.
Or the lads that snorted some ashes.
This is to make you feel better, the cleaning lady. That is not as bad as someone who wrote in and drank their ashes.
It's because you panic around an urn, don't you? You panic because it's so precious.
But also, I've been in a scenario where I've dropped something and seen it in slow motion and tried to stop it, when actual fact, it probably wouldn't have been as bad if I hadn't
Like,
tried to stop it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it made it worse.
But it's like that thing. It's like when people buy new iPhones and you see them come out of the shop.
Yeah, and then they go pop it open and
they
they
probably go, "Oh my God, they're so excited," and they know it's so delicate that they panic, and then the panic makes them drop it.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's what this is with an urn. You're so panicked.
You're like, there's a human in there.
You're like, and you're shaking, and I think that's what it is.
That's why we should, normalize getting different sort of urns.
Right.
Like,
flasks.
Like, yeah, a flask or like, I don't
what?
know. Like maybe if you want to do like a themed urn.
A flask.
A flask.
No, a flask.
A flask. A flask. Like a Halloween pumpkin china vase or something different.
A pumpkin? You want to stick someone in a pumpkin vase? Are you okay?
They might have been a fan of Halloween. Or,
I don't care if they were
a Christmas bauble, something. Put it.
Unless it's Count Dracula.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Put 'em in a pumpkin.
Urns are pretty morbid and ugly anyway.
You get football ones now, don't you?
Yeah, but come on. Who says we all have to put everyone in an urn? Whack him in a firework, whack him in a diamond, whack him in I don't know, put him in something that's like, maybe it's better in the Hoover. Just put the Hoover in the corner. No one would ever know. They just think, oh, they got their Hoover there. It wouldn't be a big scenario.
I'm going to get Rox a vase with a lady's bottom with a number 2 on it.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare put me in that card butt thing.
I'm going to get you the vase.
Don't you dare, or I will scatter you on Derby ground. All right? Yeah.
I will. I will put you.
I will scatter you on.
I'm putting you in that vase.
I will not.
I'm going to order that vase.
To scatter you.
I'm going to order that vase.
Sheep are.
I'm going to order that vase. I'm going to put you in it now.
Don't you dare.
If you've got a confession as a housekeeper or of a lifetime, let us know. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com.
So brutal.
Living with a Savannah. Oi.
Stairs, I like the stairs. Got to learn, son.
I mean,
I went there fully.
I had one ready for today, but I mean, you just touched on
flask.
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 Flask. No, man, always flask.
No. Flask.
No.
Flask. Flask.
Flask.
This is a part of the show, guys, where we have to teach Roxanne how to talk properly.
Yeah, but Mark can't.
Because Roxanne can't use the English language.
I can use
the
English
word
language.
that we are going with today
you have just been brought up.
Flask.
Flask.
No. Phonetically sound it.
Flask.
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 No.
I can't. I physically can't do it as a Cockney.
Somebody wrote in this week. Somebody wrote in this week into the email address.
Yeah.
And they said that a couple of weeks ago you were trying to pull me up on the whole father thing because I say father and I shouldn't.
Father.
I should say father, and I said no. That's that's how we pronounce the word generally. That's not a sort of thing.
Father.
They wrote in and went, well, if that's how Rox says, father, how do you say dad? Dad.
Dad.
Well, no.
Dad.
Great.
That's phonetically sound.
With your theory of A becoming an AR every time, father.
There's no theory. It's just how I was brought up.
Well, that means that you would
brought up as a legend.
You would put an R.
In the Cockney world of happiness.
You should put an R in dad then.
Father.
Yeah, you should put an R in dad.
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 Right, I will. Go on, go and speak to your dad.
Go and speak to your dad.
Dad.
That's how you.
I'm going to call you Dad now.
By your own theory, you should be saying
and
dad.
Martha. I'm going to say Martha.
Dad. Go and speak to your dad.
Go and speak to your dad.
Go and speak
he needs a flask.
Go and speak to Daddy. He needs a flask.
What's in your flask?
Flask.
Yorkshire tea, love. No, flask. Why are you laughing?
Yorkshire tea, love.
Yorkshire tea in my flask.
Yeah.
That is exactly that. And I bet that your
Bovril.
Flask as a plastic
Bovril,
lid.
mate, that's what'll be in
plastic lid from the 90s.
Full of Bovril. That's what'll be in it.
Bovril.
Yeah, bit of Bovril.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a blast from the past. My granddad used to drink Bovril.
Oh, who don't love a bit of Bovril?
Meat drink.
Yeah.
Imagine that now.
Yeah, epic. What do you mean now? It's still a thing. What do you mean now?
Yeah,
it's
but
still.
do people actually put it in their flask?
You get it at football grounds, didn't you? At half time.
Shut up.
Yes.
You don't. Can't cope with football grounds.
I mean, you know what? I've not bought one in a while, but as far as I know, you can get them at Forest.
Bovril.
Get a Bovril.
It's like the savoury version of a hot chocolate, right?
Everyone knows what Bovril is. It's like drinking like gravy almost, isn't it? It's just like a hot meat drink.
You might as well drink Bisto.
Lovely idea.
No, not my granddad used to do that too.
I'd love that.
No, it's not a good idea, Em.
Why is it not a good idea?
I don't think it is. Like, as a human, I just don't. I wouldn't. I don't feel like I like a savoury drink like that.
Rox, when we go KFC, I will happily stick the straw in the gravy and drink it.
Do you remember talking to KFC? This weekend was so funny. Some man we were in Spain. Some man was at, what was it, Popeyes, going, "What do you mean you ain't got gravy?"
Oh, we were
crying.
So good.
I was crying laughing. He was talking about gravy.
We'd bought the kids Popeyes chicken, and we were sat there, and he was like a really northern bloke.
He was really northern, yeah.
And he didn't understand he wasn't in KFC.
He was like,
"What do you mean you don't have gravy? Gravy!"
Gravy. And they gave him barbecue sauce, and he was like, "That's barbecue." Like, he genuinely.
And obviously the people serving was Spanish. So
and I said to Mark, go tell him they don't do gravy. It's not KFC.
No.
But we just sat there and watched this man have a fight with a Spanish man about gravy.
And obviously, I don't think the Spanish man knew what on earth he was on about. He's going, what?
Gravy?
What? Gravy? What? And he called over like someone else, the staff member, and they're like,
kept giving him barbecue.
and they just kept, I remember they got all the sauces out and like shown him and like went, "Which one do you want?" He's like, "No, gravy. I want gravy." It was
that is
so
pretty
good.
much the equivalent of Bovril, right? Bovril's like more of a stock, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Lovely. That would be in my flask.
Be interested to know if my kids like that. I reckon
Bovril.
The boys would like a meat drink.
Yeah, bit of Bovril.
They like steak.
They don't really like hot drinks generally, but maybe.
No.
If you like Bovril or you use a flask and not a flask, let us know. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. That is living with Savannah. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
I'd rather.
Would you?
No, I'd not.
Would you though?
No,
would you?
I don't
Would you
think- I
actually
don't think
rather?
I would rather.
Would you rather though, Roxanne?
Oh, here he is.
Right, great one.
Brilliant.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life,
Oh.
or constantly feel like you're about to sneeze, but never actually sneeze?
Oh my goodness.
You know, that like weird sensation you get.
Hiccups are like,
Yeah.
like, it would be so tiring, right?
Yeah, but you're just about to sneeze, but never quite. So you're like,
I think you've got. That's actually very hard because both feelings are well annoying.
Agreed. What would you rather though? Hiccups forever?
What I'm going to have to break this down as is which feeling do I hate? Yeah, that would do my That would do my Oh my God, shut up. What I'd have to do is break down what I hate the most. They're both annoying.
They are well annoying. They are, aren't
You're
they?
being well annoying. I think, yeah, that's the more annoying. That's the more annoying. That
Being on the
I'd have
verge.
to be hiccuping for the rest of my life because I could not stand that. And you're going to have to choose hiccuping because otherwise we can't be together. Because I could not deal with you being like that forever. Me and you could do like together. We could sync our hiccups.
try and sync
and it would just
hiccup.
become norm.
What do you think you could sleep better with though?
Do you reckon you'd get proper abs though, wouldn't you? Because you're constantly.
Oh yeah, great.
We'd be like ripped.
Maybe the same with.
No, because everyone would be like, "Are you right?" You'd be like a panting dog, and you'd be forever like, you get that itch in your nose. No, it would do my head in. Hiccup every day.
I also think people would offer more advice for sneezing. They'd be like, "Oh, do you want a tissue?" People would be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. Oh, are you ill?
Where hiccuping, you
Hiccup
can kind
that.
of.
Oh, it's a disaster.
No, you just be like, people will just wait for you to get over it. They don't normally try and offer
and you're never
you.
around long enough with a hiccup.
No.
You could walk away and they'd be like, "You got it again." Oh, yeah.
Do
Do you know what I mean?
it's
You
been-
never hang around long enough. Whereas if you're always sneezing, they'd be like, "Is it COVID? Oh. Wear a mask."
Got
Do you know what I
COVID.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be that. So I feel
I'm
like
with you.
I am going with, I'm locking in hiccup.
She's locked and loaded.
I've locked it in and I've done it. And you're locking in hiccup because otherwise we can't be together.
Right, Rox has locked in hiccuping for me.
Yeah.
There you go. If you want to send us in a would you rather, please do LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. That is it.
Oh, I've enjoyed today. It's been lovely speaking to you all. I hope you join us for next week. September is here. We're going to be out and about. We've got a lot of things coming up. So watch socials, see us be doing loads of things.
September's going to be a big month for us. We've got a lot coming up. So
lots of fun and things happening.
Yeah. Stay tuned on socials and for us having a little chat each week.
Your kids are back to school. Godspeed, my friends.
Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing week.
Bye.
Live your life in the
Did you ever actually just sneeze?
No, it says you can never sneeze. You're just on the verge of it.
That's the relief, right?
Yeah, but you don't. You're just on the verge of it.
I'll take the hit.
Dance the night away, Rox. Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye.